law class. Salakia, you got any questions pertaining to any questions in general? I mean, let me know. Y'all know how we do. If not, we just gonna move on with the topic. Go ahead.
All right. So, Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
You got Sierra in the news right now. Marlon Wayans just did a special, and he shed light on the whole Will Smith slap. I ain't see the Chris Rock. I seen Marlon Wayans.
I seen Marlon Wayne Jones too.
Yeah, and you got Finesse 2 times.
With the 3 girlfriends?
Yeah, he got 3 girlfriends, and the relationship he just got with some girl named Erica Banks.
Mm-hmm.
She was complaining that, pretty much she didn't want to do wife duties, with a woman. So basically, he expected too much from her.
That's what she said? Yeah. I seen one interview where she was trying to talk about his ride. I was like, these always do that.
So what happened was, Shorty was up there, she was in the interview, they asked her, well, what was the reason why y'all broke up? She was like, well, he wanted me to wake up in the morning and start cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. When we at home together. Now, it went back to him, because they kind of like split it up. He was saying, yo, I'm old school.
Yeah, how she be on her phone and all that.
He was like, yeah, I don't want my first thing you should be doing. He was like, I'm a man. He was like, first thing that you're doing in the morning shouldn't be being in your phone. You should be getting up cooking for me. You know what I'm saying? Cooking some breakfast for me. You know what I'm saying? Catering to me. And, Shorty ain't like that. She was like, I'm not nobody's slave or servant. Things that matter.
Man. Yeah, that was crazy. I seen that. I want to talk about the Sierra thing first before we get into that. Because I know some picture going around. Is she naked or something? Or is it Sierra?
Sierra, damn, only thing you don't see is her nipples and areola.
So she got that covered.
She got a thong on, with a G-string, not a thong. And a see-through dress. So if you walk past it, you can see everything. You walk past it, you can see everything.
Right.
And, on the carpet at the Oscars with her husband. Now, the thing was, Sierra wasn't the only one dressing that attire that night. From what I seen, other women also, white women and
so it was like that.
Yeah, they was dressed like that. I guess that was kind of like one of the dress codes of fashion that night.
That night? So it was multiple women that was dressed like that, not just her.
It was multiple. And the thing is, what people don't really realize, that the ones that design clothes, majority of the time, are homosexuals and females. That, it's females and homosexual men. And a lot of these stylists and designers, they are known Satanists. In that crowd, that's how they get down.
Right.
They, from the photographer, from the stylists, they've been black people that have been in the industry and blew the whistle for over 30 years. Yo, this is how they line you up. So these designers, they customize these clothes, or they might have an itinerary. Hey, you know, we wearing this night and this and that. So with Sierra, you know, she felt as though, hey, yeah, I wear that. Come on, let's throw it on.
Because I seen the picture, but I just seen it. Like I seen it on my timeline, and I seen it, and I was like, "What's new?" And I just kept scrolling. It was very evil. It was very whorish of her to dress like that. One thing that I noticed, man, is when these black couple relationships be out in the open for the public, when the woman is in charge, the male is always feminine. Like, it seemed like the roles are switched. The male is super feminine and the woman is super masculine, which shows you that naturally the man is supposed to be in charge. Because in a relationship, if the man have dominance, he's masculine. You know, a man ain't of certain dominance over his woman, soft and gentle. He's masculine. If a woman is in charge of the relationship, she's masculine. And the man is soft and sensitive. Like Gabrielle Union. She getting up there and had that disgusting speech. Like, it's D-Wade's son. Why he not giving heartfelt speeches like that? Because it's her idea. It's her idea. She probably forced him to embrace it, forced him to accept it. It just seemed like these couples in the media, and just like you said, Sierra wasn't the only one dressed like that. But they're going to push it to the forefront about what she had on. They knew it was going to be some controversy behind that because our women are not supposed to dress like that. Like when our women dress like that, controversy comes with it because spiritually, like everybody know we not supposed to dress like that. Like when an oppressor dresses like that, we know that that's natural for them. But for our sisters to dress like that, that was just an evil thing to do. And now that picture is everywhere over the internet. That's a brother's wife. It's no way in the world you can convince me that he's okay with that. If he come out his mouth and say he's okay with that, he's a liar. Because what they like to do, right? When your woman dressed like that, the man won't come out publicly and say anything because then they would start saying he's insecure. And it's her body. Let her be free to do what she wants. He's insecure. That's why you don't want her to go outside looking like that. But in all reality, your wife is a representation of who her husband is. So how she look, everyone knows that's what you're allowing. Let me get 1 Timothy 2 and 9. How your woman dress, how your woman act is a reflection of who her husband is. A woman of respect, a woman whose husband is a man of respect, is like the people would know it. Like, yo, that's such and such husband. That's such and such wife. And the way she carry herself with class, the way she carry herself with modesty, people are going to know. And they're going to have a lot of respect for their husband. That's why, you know, you might see brothers get in an argument with sisters all the time. And when I say brothers, meaning like cats in the world, like get in an argument with sisters. And the first thing they say is, go get your husband. Go get your dude. I ain't arguing with you. Go get your dude. 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Why they saying go get your dude? Because if he got you out here talking like this, I'm gonna whip his ass. If he don't come out here and check you for talking like this, I'm gonna beat his ass. That's why when you argue with a female, go get your dude. I ain't arguing with you. Cause he better come put you in line or I'm gonna lay him the hell out. Why? Yo, you should see your woman out here and how she's talking to grown men. If you don't see nothing wrong with that, I'm laying you flat out. Let's read.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 9. And like men also, what that woman adorns themselves in modest apparel.
Over control. Could you grab me a water? Cold water. That woman adorn themselves in modest apparel, man. Modest apparel. That's how a woman should adorn themselves. The water. Modest apparel. What's modest apparel?
It's clothing. It definitely covers up your goods. Looks presentable. Like you can wear that outfit in front of, anybody. Outside of your house. Outside of your man, you can wear that in front of anybody. You can go in front of your grandparents.
Right.
What I'm saying? Like that's like the work with a sister. You know what I'm saying? Like at work, she seemed like Billy Two Shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And like outside of work, you might see her high and by, you see her in the bar,
Right.
Club. She looked like she wants shit. Like she there to shake tail all night. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like at work, at work, with sisters. You got the sisters that wear the shirt that show a lot of cleavage. And you got the sisters that wear the shirt that don't show a lot of cleavage. The ones that show a lot of cleavage are mainly the ones that get the first ones that the dudes that want to knock something off gonna come at. That's why I said, and the way that she carry herself. Like, yeah, modest apparel is dressing in apparel that's presentable, that's respectable.
Exactly.
That's go ahead.
If I could post out.
Mm-hmm.
I can have a lot of social experience. You know what I mean? So this one, I was like, and I did it on purpose. I said, a woman's body count matters.
Definitely
like, it
do.
really does. And literally, what women did, right? And you went on their page.
And was heavy about that too, because I seen, not to cut you off, the brother Zay Osama or something like that. He went on an interview and he said if his woman got more than 4 bodies, he don't want her. He ain't wifing her. And them women on there lost their mind. What? 4 bodies? That's not a lot. And it was like, I hear a lot of black men saying that's not in the truth. And you could tell it's spiritual. Like a lot of black men feel like a woman with a lot of bodies, I don't want her. Will they have sex with her? Yes. But will they wife her? No. And as they go to explain it, they never can explain it. Because it's almost like, they don't got the breakdown of what they saying. We got the breakdown. So it's like, it's hard for them to explain something that they don't fully know what to say. It's spiritual. It's like in our spirit, we know men sleep with whores. Do they sleep with whores? Yes. But will they marry a whore? They prefer not to. Hell no. And I said they prefer not to because sometimes they still marry these whores. Sometimes they marry these hoes. But, you know, but my bad. What you were saying?
No, what you said was heavy. You said preferred to. But no, so like with the post, you know, it was kind of like it was either woman was deflecting, or basically like yeah, it really was a lot of deflecting, not holding themselves accountable. And I went live today. A lot of people was on there, and I was like, yo, a lot of y'all was mad. I had a woman that I know that that post about me. They subtweet me on Facebook. Mad. But here's the thing. I'm like, I did that on purpose.
Right.
Because the work that we doing here, we don't want you to have nobody. We're trying to wipe the slate clean. And I said, but a lot of y'all try to change the subject. A lot of y'all was in disagreements and was triggered because really you're the one that had all the bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all had the bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the women in my organization and my family, now none of them ever said anything against what I said because they're modest women. You know what I'm saying? And I told them, I said, you know, I need to check that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's real rap. A lot of women don't want to accept that fact because some of them, because all the men they slept with was considered their boyfriend, that they consider like, hey, what's wrong with it? They always my boyfriend. But then it's just like, yo, why do you have so many boyfriends? Why did you have so many boyfriends? Like, they don't understand it matters. Some brother asks you, yo, how many men you slept with? What's your body count? Why? They want to know how serious they're gonna take you. Man, so let's read on.
And if I could,
yeah, go ahead.
I had one brother, you know, try to say that he gonna ask that. Like I heard people say, ain't no reason to ask a woman that, this and that. Well, this is, and I told him, I said, this is why y'all have bad situations, because y'all not thinking about the psyche behind the psychological damage what a woman had to multiple bodies. And I'm like, that's why y'all be in messed up situations, because like in here we know, because we study psychology. If a woman have a bunch of bodies, she's gonna be all mentally messed up, probably. She's gonna have trust issues. Trust issues gonna do what? She's gonna give me problems.
Right.
She's gonna sit up there and want to use the kids as a target. She's gonna wind up having sex with somebody else when she's unhappy. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna be able to communicate because she done got slapped aside of her head so many times with different rods. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to be cordial and understanding with me. It's a little too far-fetched. She's desensitized. I'm not told that to that brother. It was nothing else he can say. It's like, you know, but of course, the woman on the post wanted to try to say something. I'm like, listen, the proof is in the pudding. You look in the black community.
Right.
Y'all households is trash.
Man. Yeah, that's a fact. Let's read on.
Knowing this, yet the law is not made for a righteous.
No. 1 Timothy 2:9. Ain't no questions online, right?
All right. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. And like men also that adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety.
Shamefaced and sobriety. The scriptures is telling you how to act as a woman. The scriptures is giving you the characteristics of a good woman. Some characteristics that a good woman has. She's dressed in modest apparel. She's shamefaced and sobriety. Shamefaced meaning she don't want to put herself in situations where she shames herself, where she shames her man, or if she don't have a man, she don't want to shame herself. Sobriety. She think with a clear mind. Right? She thinks with a clear mind, which is why she's able to be shamefaced.
Right.
Hold on, let me see.
That's heavy, son. I feel like a lot of women need to hear that. A lot of brothers too, because you know, you go out, we'll go out, have a good time, and like you'll see women going past the women. You know what I'm saying? One, they out wearing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that validation. Then they all drunk, twerking all over the goddamn bar, and got the bar stinking.
Right.
I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm smelling twerk one. You know what I mean? And really, it just looked bad. You know what I mean? Like being shamefaced is a lost art in today's time.
Right. That's a fact. Shamefaced it. She ain't out here dancing in the clubs every week. Dressed half naked. She thinking with a clear mind. She's saying, I don't want to do this because of the consequences and how I would look for doing that. Read on.
Not with royal rolled hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array.
What does broidered hair mean? What does broidered hair mean? Go ahead.
So I thought I had a definition. Okay, okay. So like I said, I thought I had it. Bondage, distress, misery, suspense.
No, broidered hair.
Braided.
But why is it saying broidered hair with gold, silver, and costly array?
So basically,
Gold, pearls, and costly array.
So this like dressing, trying to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I know we kind of refer to like a whore in Israel as a woman in a red dress. Like like everybody know like if you driving, it's not good to have a red car because majority red car is the most seen, most vibrant color. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Right. And right. This is giving it's saying that this she don't do all these, not saying you can't get your hair braided, but it's saying everything she do is for the attention. She put on all the pearls for all the attention. And, she get her hair done a certain way for all the attention. And what's costly array?
Like very expensive clothing.
Mm-hmm. So you got very expensive clothing. Be seen. She want to be seen. She want to, attract a certain type of man. Why? It's what Sierra did. Oh, this is the brother. Sorry. What Sierra was doing, that was costly array. That's what she was doing. But what Sierra did is what the scripture's saying not to do. She got on that carpet, the type of clothes she had on, costly array. It was very whorish. It was for attention. Everything she had on was for attention. Read on.
God.
Skip to 11. Was there any questions? Okay, let's get it. Skip to 11. Huh?
No, I'm sorry, I haven't. Book of 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Could you hit me up on some more of that strong in the back? Yeah. Now this is scripture that they hate. Ain't going to hate. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Man. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. If a woman wants to learn in silence, it has to be, if a woman wants to learn, it has to be in silence with all subjection. Meaning what? What does that mean, the water? Learn in silence with all subjection. Okay.
This right here, basically is, putting the woman on understanding of not being a loud bitch.
Mm-hmm. So you got to be in silence. Does it mean you can't talk? No. You can talk. You can ask questions. You can give comments when it's necessary, in subjection. So when it's necessary, yes, she can. That's how a woman should. Go ahead.
I believe women was asking Christ questions.
Yeah. They always would ask them certain questions. Everybody asked them. Definitely women, they ask Christ questions. So the scripture is saying, learn in silence. And don't be loud. Don't be trying to be Miss Know-It-All. Feeling like you can't be taught nothing. Be silent, and when the time is right, you can speak. Read. Mm-hmm.
I just want to shout out the sisters in the UBK.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't see sisters in class, being disruptive. You don't see our women online, and they in class all the time. And you don't see them online trying to battle anybody and things like that because they took heed to this right here. They shut their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They learn. And they learn what? You ain't supposed to teach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they like, okay, y'all got it. And now we don't see them on the internet bad on men and stuff like that, and trying to be on the front line. But I do see women that's outside Isupk that claim that know that they're Israelites, that do run their mouth and don't know how to shut their mouth when teaching is in section and stuff.
Right. What scripture we was just at?
We was on verse 11.
Oh, right. Yep. Read on.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Suffer not a woman to teach. When it says it's suffer not a woman to teach, it's strictly talk about her teaching a man the Bible. It's not talking about a woman can't teach you, period. We have women teachers. A lot of slaveries and different, jobs we do, we got to learn certain things from a woman. Can a woman teach us something? Yes. But what can't a woman teach us? The Bible. She could teach her kids the Bible. She can even teach other sisters. But she can't teach men the Bible. A woman can't go out on the street and speak like we do at camp. That's not her job. That's the man's job to go out there and do that. And what does it mean to usurp authority over the man? Go ahead.
Basically, to assert authority just meaning like trying to tell a man what to do, try to, take a position that a man would, like trying to, how can I say it? Like, I'm over you. Hey, go do this and go do that. Go complete this mission over here. Give me the report. Give me the report. Say con out one con, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that.
Right, hold on.
I think a lot of these fake Israelite sisters, they'll love to hear men say con out one con to them. They won't have a problem with it because they think that they're a judge or, a prophetess.
Hold up, Salakas. Right. Go ahead. Was that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, yep. The usurp authority was just, a woman having power over the man and trying to teach him the Bible. Like the scripture saying a woman shouldn't do that. Once again, that's why you have the Gabrielle Unions, the Sierras, all in the media. And then you got a bunch of dumbasses backing them up and supporting what they're doing, not knowing what they're doing is tearing down their husbands. And everyone looking at their husbands as feminine. Like, yo, look at this dude. I would never. Why? Because they got power. They're usurping authority. They're up there teaching them why, they should be allowed to do certain things. Read on.
All right. Verse 13, for Adam was the first formed, then Eve.
Adam was the first formed, then Eve.
Verse 14, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression.
Let's get 1 Peter 3. until hold on.
Verse 1.
Yeah.
Verse 1.
Mhm.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
Mm-hmm. Be in subjection to your own husbands. What does it mean to be in subjection to your own husbands? Go ahead.
Being in submission.
Yep, to your own husband. Right? Be in submission to your husband. Why? He's the one that's going to teach you. He's the one that's going to lead you. He's the one that's going to have the power over you. Read.
Yeah, if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Yep. Read it one more time.
If any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
If they obey not the word, that also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives. What that mean? Go ahead.
That's heavy for sisters in the truth, because like your husband, he might be in the world, and you in the truth. All you gotta do is just learn how to be submissive. So when he's seeing everything that you're doing for him, and you're not moving like other females in the world, he gonna wonder, what's the God that you serve? You know what I'm saying? And you done made rice and red beans and cornbread. He's sitting there like, who's generally, yeah.
Right.
You messed up thing. Top 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's that? I'm gonna have to slide down there or something, because you okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the brother for sure gonna be like, I'm pulling up.
Read on. No, that's a fact. Once the woman living right and doing what she's supposed to do, guess what? It's gonna make people, based off of the conversation she had with them, it's gonna win them over. That's how usually it happens. Read.
Why they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. Verse 3, whose anointing let it not be an outward. So like that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold and putting on of apparel.
Right, now it's going into what we was reading in 1 Timothy. Right. Don't be attracted to a woman just because of the way her hair looked, the gold she had on, the way she looked, like the clothes she had on. That's how you're going to get tracked. Woman put on that dress like Sierra had, don't fall for it and feel like you got to have her. A woman walk in the club looking like that, now every brother want to jump on her and try to get her. Why would you do that? I mean, the scripture's saying she did her hair up, put on all this jewelry, and then she put on some apparel. The scripture is like, you listen, don't want to deal with her because of that. Because why? Let me get the scripture.
That's evidence.
Let's get Proverbs 23 and 27. Was you about to say something?
I feel like that's exactly what you just said. Like a lot of brothers, like I fell victim to that myself in the world. You know, being in the club or out and about. You know, you might, what's that? New Edition said, never trust a big butt and a smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, could have got robbed a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Messing around with like certain caliber of women. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my time to get robbed at that time. But I know a lot of people not a lot of people, but I know situations that where they trust that big button smile, they courtsign, or child support, or, having to fight for their life. You know what I mean? And them type of situations, because dealing with a woman like that, it brings problems. I learned over time, like, I can't really hang around whores. Because for some reason, every time I used to hang around whores, something bad would happen. Like, if I'm like really kicking it, and like it might be drinks involved, it's crazy. We just read that. You know what I'm saying? About this sobriety. We might be, doing our thing. That they get lifted, something always is happening. Like, and I'm talking about like a group of them, you know what I'm saying? Or just one. And I had gained custom, like, all right, once I do something with these women, I gotta get rid of them. I gotta leave their crib, they gotta get out of my house because I don't want nothing crazy to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You said 27 and 22?
23 and 27.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 27.
Right. This is why you shouldn't just like a woman else. Read.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
Read.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
See. Right. If you like a woman just off of the way her hair looked, the gold she had on, the pearl she had on, and the way she dressed, a whore is a deep ditch. A woman shouldn't dress like that because that's looking for attention. You should put on clothes that don't show your goddamn breasts. You should put on clothes that don't show the size of your ass. I never understood why sisters wore yoga pants as an outfit. I just don't get it. Or they wearing shirts where they got so much cleavage showing, you better off just not wearing a goddamn shirt. And that's it. You just better off. Why even have on a shirt? See you. We can see your breast anyway. Have on a shirt for what? When you look at a woman, because, Dad, look at them shorts. Got her behind hanging out the bottom of them, and the way her breast is popping out the shirt, that make you want to sleep with her? A whore is a deep ditch. And a strange woman is a narrow path. It's a deep ditch, meaning you're going to fall in a hole that's going to be very hard to climb out of. Man. And a strange woman. What's a strange woman?
Strange woman can be from another nation or of our nation that is not among us. And in this context, one that's not from among us, meaning she ain't from these parts. Like, she ain't learned how we learn. You know what I'm saying? AKA your IUICs, GMS, whatever. Yeah.
Right. Hold on, Salah, just say that again.
Okay, a strange woman can be a woman from another nation or of our nation that is not from among us. And a woman that's not from among us, she's not following, uh, she hasn't been taught the correct way. You know, for example, Isupk. That sister ain't get her Hebrew name or in these classes. It's not official.
Right. Strange woman could be a heathen. Somebody following the ways of the heathen. Hold on, Salaki. My bad. I'm making sure y'all ain't. I'm saying Xbox transactions. Like, hold up. I know. I'm trying to make sure he ain't using my card. Right, and that's exactly what's popping up. That's why I paused. Like I'm trying to. Yeah, that's crazy. But most Christ, I thought I was tripping. But yeah, a woman that's a heathen. A whore, of course. A woman that's acting like a heathen. Yeah. This scripture was just a precept to what we was reading in First Timothy. Let's go back to we was in First Peter's. Let's go back to First Peter's, the 3rd chapter, or whatnot. Don't pick a woman based off of the way she look and the type of clothes she have on.
First Peter chapter 3 and verse 9.
1. I think that's where we left off at.
Okay. Likewise, ye wives be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. Mm-hmm. Verse 2. While they behold.
I think we was at verse 3. Let's read verse 3.
Verse 3. Whose adorning let it not be that awkward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold and putting on of apparel. Verse 4. But let it be hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible.
Yeah, like we understand. That's why it's a big deal now, and a lot of celebrities and people are talking about it more about a woman's body count. Of course, when you come into the school and you get anointed, you only got one body, and that's your husband. If you don't have a husband, you have no bodies. We know body counts matter because even though men would have sex with whores, they would never wife one, or they would rather not wife one. That's natural. That's nature. That's what nature teach you. You know why? Because and what's they counter to that all the time? Well, you could be out here sleeping with all these women. Yo, it's and what the man counter, it's different. It was different. A man can have multiple wives. You can't have multiple husbands. Your box is not made for that. Your box is made for one goddamn plug. That's all. That's why I never, like, anytime a female say, oh, y'all can have multiple wives, well, can a woman have multiple husbands? I'm like, yeah, she a hoe. Like, she a hoe. Hey, I heard Israelites can have multiple wives. Yeah, they can. Well, damn, can y'all wives do they thing? No. Why not? I'll be like, oh yeah, she a hoe. I'm about to clip this conversation. This is gonna turn into an argument. Why not? It just wasn't made like that. That's crazy. Y'all can do y'all, but we can't do us. Nah, y'all can't. And they always think of the worst scenario. Like they think of a man having multiple wives. They thinking of Solomon. Like, damn, you want 800 wives. Like they never thinking, well, he possibly could have two. Yeah, he possibly could have 5. You never know. But hey, he possibly could have 1. You just never know. It depends on what type of brother he is. You had your hand up?
Yeah. Now they question us about us how many women we can have, but we can't question them about their body count. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I could be under I could be in a hot seat, but I can't put you in a hot seat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how many baby daddies you got? So it's crazy because, like, when men start having preferences, right? Like, me, I don't mind. Chick might got a kid coming into the relationship. As long as you solid, that's all that matters. I gotta figure out what the baby dad situation.
Yeah, I gotta figure out.
Might be psychotic.
Right. Why y'all not together?
Yeah.
What type of cat he is? What why y'all it's a list of questions I gotta find out to make sure. Is he gonna find out you got a boyfriend or a husband now, and now he want to be daddy of the year? He want to come around and don't want me around his child. I don't want to deal with you. I totally understand. You don't want nobody around your child. You only see your child in a year, and now you don't want nobody around. I ain't dealing with no cat like that, shorty. Cool.
So, yeah, that's basically like, woman, you can't be mad if you saying that a man can't have multiple wives, but you got multiple baby daddies. You come into the relationship with a kid from multiple guys. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta come to an agreement with that. They can come to an agreement. You might not even be my chick, but you gotta come to an agreement. Like, you gotta pick a fight, mama.
Real rap. Let's read on. Ain't no questions, right? All right, let's read on.
Okay. Verse 4. But let it be hidden in the man of the heart, and which is not corruptible, even in the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price.
Right. Let's go to Deuteronomy 22:5. This a so-called Israelite scripture worst nightmare. They hear this scripture, this drive them crazy.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Women shall not wear that when taken unto a man.
Women can't wear pants. What does this mean? A woman shouldn't wear that which pertaineth to a man.
This is regarding to like a garment.
This is regarding the garments, clothes, everything. A woman shouldn't be wearing men clothes, like meaning actual men clothes. She shouldn't be in the store shopping in the men's section. And the man shouldn't be shopping in the women's section. Like, that's what it means. A lot of people think pants are a man thing and woman and skirts is a woman thing, which it is. A skirt is a woman thing. Pants are a unisex thing. Why? There is no male skirts in one. Well, in today's society now, there is male goddamn skirts, but get the point. There is no male skirts. There is no but there is female pants. Like, to say that a woman can't wear pants, it's like, okay, well, if you truly believe that, if you truly believe pants are a male thing and women shouldn't wear pants, go buy a pair of women pants and wear them. There shouldn't be no shame in that. I ain't say you got to get the pants with the glitter and with the girly stuff on them. You can just get a pair of plain female pants and just rock them. Walk into Ashley Stewart's or somewhere and get some plain looking pants and just rock them, because you believe pants are for men. So all the pants in the women's section should be able to be worn by men. If you don't go buy a pair of women pants and wear them, you don't believe in the scriptures. Go ahead, Dakar.
What you're saying is heavy, because like if you want to go with that logic, like with kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Little boys, they wear tighty whities.
Right.
Tighty whities are made different from
panties.
from young ladies' panties.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the whole thing with tighty whities is, you know, if anything was to fall out, it stay in.
Right.
You know
Right.
Like it's not you wearing a young boy wearing panties. No, it's a difference because one, they probably got Spider-Man and Batman.
Right.
It, you know what I'm saying? And they got the slot put on to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Taking number one. So it's like, even with socks, it's a difference. Girl socks might be more colorful. Men's socks
might be more solid, plain colors.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta pick a battle. It's like, well, should I not wear socks? Should my son wear tight whities? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a big difference. You know.
You got a question?
Got a question? All right, let's get to the question.
Okay. My brother asked, how do you tell a sister that you only want to be a brother to her, or a best friend?
How do you tell a sister you only want to be a best friend? Like, so I'm assuming maybe the sister want to be with you, one of your wives, and you say you just want to be friends. You just got it like that. Nah, so I think it better be friends. For one, just tell her you. Okay, I could tell her. Tell her sister that you just want to be friends. Okay. Well, you already know my stance on male and female having friends. You know, just tell her. That's all. But just know that once you get a husband, y'all cool, but the communication stop. But if you feeling like she wants to be with you and you don't want to be with her, tell her when she present it to you, hey, look, sis, I'm pretty much not interested. You know, don't say nothing like I don't want no more wives right now or something like that, and then pop up with another wife. She'll be like, "What the? He told me he didn't want me because he didn't want more wives." Nah, just tell her. How you tell a woman you want to be friends? Just tell her. When she asks, just tell her.
Oh,
It was
okay.
presented wrong.
Okay. He made it more clear. He said, so like I said, I just had an encounter with a woman today talking about she wanted me to be her male bestie. I'd rather be a brother, and she was baffled. I told her I'd rather be a brother, not a friend. Left alone.
Oh yeah, that's perfect then. There you go. That's what you tell her. I'd rather be a brother than a friend because friendships lead to relationships. That's all. She wants you to why you want me to be your male best friend? So what? How do you do feel about that? I ain't got time to be beefing with your boyfriend. Who that nigga? Oh, he's just a friend. And then you calling me every 10 minutes like, ain't we just cool? It's the third nigga this week. I'm saying, yup, we just cool. Be your friend for what? Nah, but that was the right thing to do. Look, I'd rather be a brother than your friend. Me, yeah. So that's exactly how you do it. You told her that. Of course, she was baffled because men would be a female friend in a drop of a dime. That's just being honest. In a drop of a dime, they would be a female friend. So, I'm assuming he don't need to know how to ask. Because if that was your question, you did it by telling her you rather be a brother. It's two different totally things. I'm a brother to all my brothers' ribs. I don't talk to none of them on the phone. If I do, it's about business. Some type of business that's involved. I'm not calling them every day. Hey, sis, what you doing? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm not doing that. It's boundaries set. It's lines that is not to be crossed. Is there any more questions? No more questions? All right, bet. Let's go to
Time check, 8:39.
Most High Christ. Um, Proverbs 11 and 22. Don't dress like Sierra. Don't be like Gabrielle Union.
This is the book, 11, verse 22. Is a jewel of gold in the swine
Mm-hmm.
snout. So is a fair woman which is without discretion.
Mm. Let's read it again.
Now, as a jewel of gold in a swan's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion.
As a jewel that's gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman without discretion. What does it mean, a jewel being in a swine's snout? What does that mean? Nakar?
Listen, this right here, like I'm posting this. You know, shout out to the IWK, dropping the truth. This is heavy because it really explains to brothers on how to pick a woman. Um, you know, just because she's bad, if she don't have discretion, she's not shamefaced, she don't care how she talks to people. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't care how she cares. So it's like You want to marry
What does it
that.
mean? Would it say a jewel in a wine snout? So is a woman without discretion. What's the jewel in a swine snout?
It's mainly just saying like a ruby or a diamond, and it might be in his nose. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean for the
woman,
for the jewel? What's that metaphor for a jewel to be in a pig's nose? What is that metaphor? What does that say? Why did it compare that to being a woman with no discretion?
Because it would have found it in the dirt somewhere.
Nope. Like the jewel being in the pig nose is the same as a woman that don't have discretion. Like this is helping you pick a woman.
Okay, so is this basically saying that? Is it talking about? Is it talking about her having multiple partners?
That's you could throw that in. That's part of it because that's part of her character. But the jewel in a wine in a I'm saying wine in a swine snout. What like what is it say a jewel, right? Or
Yes.
yeah, a jewel in a swine snout. Like this is a precept is don't cast your pearls before swine. Like, why do the Bible use jewelry being amongst pigs as a metaphor?
Because it's like pig is just a trash can.
Right? It's a trash can. Like me. Oh, go ahead. You was gonna say something?
Like a pig is like unclean.
Right.
This is unclean. You know, their whole job is just to eat whatever they see in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, no, don't catch your pearls. Like, don't give your pearls. You want to give your pearls before the pigs. It's like, they're nothing.
Yeah, meaning this, like a jewel in a swine snout, meaning this. It's a jewel, which means it's worth a lot of money. It's a jewel, which means it look amazing. Who wouldn't want it? You can take that jewel and benefit from it a lot. The problem is a pig has it, which means the value of it is not what it is now. It's in a pig goddamn nose. Would I be willing to go up that pig nose to get it? Nope. It's not worth it, even though it's a jewel. Would I go up that pig nose to get a diamond? Nah, it's not worth it. Hell no. That pig, I just seen that pig sniff that diamond up or eat the diamond or sniff it up his nose or something. I'm not about to fight that pig and get that diamond. It can have it. It's too much at hand. It comparing it to a woman without discretion, meaning she looked nice. She looked like she worth something.
But the streets got it.
But the streets got her. It's not worth it. Most high Christ. But the streets got her. Yeah, she looked nice and it looked like I could benefit from her. It's not worth it. Why? Because of what she's in, what she's surrounded by. A goddamn Jew up a pig nose is like a woman without discretion. A woman without discretion is what? A woman that's loud mouth, always want to argue, disruptive, always want to fight. So yeah, she's beautiful. She's very beautiful. But you know what? Because of the condition and the situation she's in, I'd rather not deal with her. That's why the scripture always comparing jewelry to pigs. Meaning, if you cast your pearls before swine, if you throw pearls in front of a pig, what is it going to do? Eat it. Is those pearls worth killing that pig and gutting it and getting to those pearls, or is those pearls worth the pig having a bowel movement and you digging through it to get those pearls to go sell them. No, it ain't worth it. So once that pig get to it, that's it. So that's the metaphor the scripture using. Like, it's something precious, something beautiful that is going to get overtaken by something disgusting and abominable. Is it worth getting? No, it ain't. It ain't, brothers. Is it worth getting this woman because she dressed a certain way? She just looked good. Yeah, she looked good and she dressed a certain way and her hair is fire and the diamonds and stuff she got on. Does that mean it's worth it? No, because once you talk to her, she's a problem. She argue. Sierra got a lot of money. Gabrielle Union got a lot of money. Is they worth dealing with? No. Hell no. Look at them. Gabrielle Union is pushing D Wade's son to be a woman more than he is. That is a goddamn problem. That shows you she wanted this to happen and not him. What you think Russell Wilson said to Sierra when he seen that? Oh, babe, you look so beautiful in that dress. You think he want all the men in the world looking at his woman? Breast and behind? Listen, this how you know he weak. When she was with Bow Wow, she didn't do that. When she was with Future, she didn't do that. I've never seen Sierra dress like that when she was with Future or Bow Wow. She's with Bow Wow, she's a little younger. I've never seen her start to look like this. And now look, she's not with them because she wanted a man who she can run all over. And did you see the picture where he was on his knees and she was standing up and they was praying? Oh my God. He was on his knees and she was standing. That symbolized, that was like the icing on the cake. That symbolized everything about their relationship.
If anybody needs to be on their knees, it's her.
It should have been her. It should have been her.
She needed the most help.
It should have been the other way around. She should have been on her knees and he should have been up. Or I'll give you one better. Why can't they both stand? Why he had to be on his knees? They both should have been standing up. Come on, man. That was a symbol of, you know, who runs this. Which means what? Once listen, man, I ain't even gonna, y'all may just assume and speculate, but who knows what the hell go on in that bedroom? I know D Wade allowed Gabrielle Union. If they got toys in their house, sex toys, they're not Gabrielle Unions. They're D Wade's. And man, didn't she go on the interview and say he like getting his behind ate? Gabrielle Union said that. D Wade like getting his behind ate. Freak body. Now she didn't say that in the sense of, hey, it's just nasty. Like she said that to demasculate him. It just seemed like ever since he had that baby on the side, their relationship is going downhill. Because I don't know if you eating that man behind, you slipping a finger in there. He's slipping a finger. You had your head up?
Yeah, man. I think everybody should take the day. Man, watch out who you play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna start doing that on street talk. I'm gonna just start asking random women, yo, I'm doing an interview, yo. I'm just put this, yo, body count matter? I mean, really, man, I think brothers need to see
the body count ain't gonna matter to the women who have low body counts. I mean, the body count matters to women who have low body counts, but the body count ain't gonna matter to the women. That's how you're gonna know who got, oh yeah, she didn't slept with a lot of dudes. She's saying it don't matter. Why don't it matter? Like, I always found that crazy. Women say a man's job matters. That determines if she's going to want to be with him. The amount of money he has matters. That determines if she's going to want to be with him. how big his rod is, just little things like that. None of those compare to how many people you done slept with. First of all, you know what that's telling me? How many people you done slept with means I'm trying to see is, okay, what's the chances of she might got something? Or she might be a whore. Oh, I got 30. God damn. Yeah, that's not good. Body counts matter. Some brothers like to ask, some brothers don't ask. I mean, Lord be with you if you asking them. Because you ain't gonna. For one, ain't none of them gonna be truthful. I don't care what they say. They all gonna lie. Yeah, they all gonna lie. Hey, look, just how many bodies you got? What? I didn't have before you? I didn't have like 3. Okay. Whole time she in 15, 20 plus. Which, even the same women that arguing body count don't matter would never tell you their real body count because they know a certain limit can make you look like a whore. Go ahead in the car.
Some guys I mess with came on my post yesterday. Talking. I said, "You funky." You should not be on this post.
You should be the last one talking.
But everybody's like, yeah.
You should be the last one to talk.
Like when I seen that, it was just like this nice. And she caught herself trying to ask about a man with multiple wives. I said, man can have multiple wives. It ain't just it's because everybody follow after the Roman culture. You monogamous or homosexual. That was a jab at her. I said the homosexual part because it's a side part. Dykes like the whores because the whores is the ones that destroy. So what they do is they get men's leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that been used and abused, they get the crumbs. Literally. I just think that she nasty. Whoever her girlfriend is.
And they always lesbians for a certain amount of time. And then they always switch back. Yeah, they be hurt. Don't want to feel like all men is the same. Get with women and realize it's worse. And then they just come back. But they tired of that plastic. The plastic don't even turn them on now. They getting rug burn. They getting all types of burns. Trying to deal with that. She telling that sister to slap her harder on the behind, and she giving them little girly slaps. They're like, damn. She was like, yeah, I don't know. He had the right amount of force that sent the chills that I needed through my body. She just, like, come on, man. They always know, and they be back. And unfortunately, you tried to come back, you didn't lost. Stay over there with your sports bra to press down them big ass breasts that you trying to hide. Ain't nobody. Come on.
If I could,
Mm-hmm.
I was watching this one guy. I like what he's doing. Is he exposing the woman inside of him that he try to cover up somewhat because he be coming at all the studs that be on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
He be coming at he just be like hitting on them. But like he make his like out of skits and all that. Like he give you like the the switch joint.
Oh, right,
So,
right.
Yeah, so it'd be funny because a lot of the studs they be liking it. I'd be like, y'all know what y'all trying to do. They be liking the metal validation too. You know what I'm saying? Because really they want to come back, but they feel like they too far gone, or they ain't deal with the problem that they didn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right. All right. Is there any more questions online?
That was it, sir.
That was it. No questions in the room. With that, pass the class off to priest and officer in the car.